everybody, my name is Average Election Enjoyer, today on February 1st of 2026, and in this video I am going to be breaking down two special elections that we saw on January 31st, both of which occurring in Texas. The first of these is in Congressional District 18, so this is for the House of Representatives. This is just yet another win for the Democrats that is further degrading the Republican majority, further giving a headache to Mike Johnson following this special election. As you can see, this is a heavily Democratic Houston district, as you see just in the downtown here, and it has been without congressional representation for the past 18th month. Their rep, Sheila Jackson Lee, passed away in July of 2024. As you can see, Greg Abbott set November 4th for the special election, and these are the results, with Christian Menefee defeating Amanda Edwards 68.4 to 31.6 in the Democrat-only runoff. All the Republicans have been knocked out in the previous round. So this is just yet another defeat for the Republicans. This was a race that they had no chance in winning. However, just yet another Democratic member going to Congress, further degrading that Republican majority. So this is another big deal for the Democrats here in shifting the power balance of the House of Representatives and Congress as a whole. And in a major upset in State Senate District 9, where Republicans hold an 18-11 margin, Republican Kelly Hancock resigned in this district last June to become acting Texas comptroller, winning by a wide 60-40 margin in 2022, with Donald Trump winning the district by a similar margin here, as you can see. November special election was much closer. If we go back and check on that, we can see this is the first general election where Taylor Remmitt and Lay Wamsganas, I believe, sorry if I'm butchering that last name, would be the two, with John Huffman getting knocked out in this round. And if you go to the victories as of last night, Taylor Remmitt picking up a huge victory over Lay Wamsganas here. 15-point margin here, nearly 54,000 to 40,000 votes for a total of 94,880 votes. Now this is a huge surprise. As you can see, in just 2022, the results would be 60-40 for the Republicans, and in 2018 it was. So this was the redistricting that we saw. As you can see, it takes up much of this Fort Worth area, and as was previously discussed, this is in fact a Republican voting part, with Fort Worth and then a little more rural areas outside of it. So this is quite a surprise for many. Many Democrats were in fact just happy with this result. However, to see the Democrat win by such a decisive margin in a fairly Republican place like this is a big flip for the Democrats. Once again, showing. See, if you look at this general election, Republicans would have barely won here. If you added up both their totals, they would have gained a total of it would have been just 52% of the vote, a little more than 52% of the vote, with almost 120,000 people turning up. Lay Wamsganas actually lost votes from the prior election. They both actually lost 2,000 votes total, which is a very interesting result here, that from the special general election to the special runoff, both candidates losing a little votes. However, it appears that Lay didn't really gain too many of these John Huffman votes, or at least there's a big problem with Republican turnout that appeared in this from this point in November 4th up until January 31st. That is a huge shift in terms of who's coming out to vote, and showing how Republicans are really struggling to get that turnout that they need. So this is a big sign for candidates who are running in Texas. There is a upcoming Senate race with Jasmine Crockett and James Talarico in the Democratic primary, and John Cornyn and Ken Paxton for the Republicans. Which different combination of candidates could make the Senate race very contentious or less so. So this is going to be a very interesting sort of result. See if it encourages the Democrats. Because turnout was a little lower, it's not as big of a sort of wake-up call for the Republicans as you could see in the Tennessee special election that occurred a little while ago. However, it's still fairly okay turnout, and still a very big result if you are a Democrat, and a warning shot for the Republicans who are beginning to continue to rack up special election losses in races that they should be at least competitive in, if not dominating in these races. So a big win for the Democrats here in this special election, a big upset, especially in terms of the margin. If you predicted the Democrats would win, that's one thing. Democrats winning by 15 points is most certainly a different kind of situation here. The Republicans, Leigh Wamgans, actually came out and said that this is something that the Republicans should take as a warning. So that is smart comments by her. Republicans should listen to her in that regard. That these are scary if you're a Republican looking towards 2026, because Texas is a state that you have to do well in if you're a Republican and you're trying to keep the House of Representatives. You have to make gains out of Texas here, and if Texas is going bluer and bluer, they're not going to get the results that they were looking for after their redistricting. And especially in the Senate race, if something happens and it becomes very, very close, because it's looking like it's going to be somewhat close, but if it becomes extremely competitive, these are the sort of special elections that might increase the Democratic turnout and reduce the Republican turnout a little bit, and that could cause a huge difference in those elections. That could, in theory, flip an election like that. So big encouraging sign for the Democrats here, big warning sign for Republicans here. So this was quite a not miraculous, but very impressive flip by the Democrats here, and also shifting the power in the state Senate. So I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day.